Hey, co-reporters, welcome back to my channel. I've got some wonderful, exciting news for you guys, which is that Lil Tay is not dead. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Earlier today, I actually released a video wondering whether or not this whole thing, the whole death, was a hoax, because it was seeming very strange the way her father did not want to confirm or deny. And then her ex-manager as well did not want to confirm. He said that he felt uneasy about this statement that was released on her Instagram account, especially the fact that it was not signed off by anybody in the family. Nobody wanted to go on the record to talk about whether or not Tay or her brother Jason were still living and walking amongst us here on earth. Well, now TMZ, who by the way initially posted an article about Tay allegedly passing away, then deleted it before they came out with this new article confirming that she's still alive, right? I don't like that they did that. I think they should have kept the initial one up and then shared this new information, because it confuses people, right? That's what I think. I feel like it's best to provide updates rather than to hide what was going on in the past, like your previous reporting, but I digress. So here's the title of their article, Lil Tay, I'm Not Dead. And let's get into exactly what it is that she had to say. So she's claiming that somebody, a third party, managed to gain access to her Instagram account and spread jarring misinformation. And a statement from her family told TMZ, I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours, probably an understatement. All day yesterday, I was bombarded with endless, heartbreaking, and tearful phone calls from loved ones, all while trying to sort out this mess. My Instagram account was compromised by a third party and used to spread jarring misinformation and rumors regarding me, to the point that even my name was wrong. My legal name is Tay Tian, not Claire Hope. I wonder if she changed her actual, like, kind of legal name or not, because it seemed like Clear Hope was her legal name and then she changed it maybe after the fame or something. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering where everyone was getting Clear Hope from, right? If her name is Titian. In fact, in the GoFundMe that her brother made for her, accusing the father of mistreating her, he referred to her consistently throughout that GoFundMe page as Clear Hope. So it does sound like she changed her name legally at a certain point. But moving right along, Tay thanks the Meta team, aka Facebook and Instagram, for helping her get her Instagram account back, and the phony death statement has been removed. It's unclear why it took 24 hours for her to get the word out that she's alive, right? Especially because she was aware that her account was hacked and she was getting phone calls. The whole thing is weird. Even her now saying, oh, it's a third party came and hacked my account to make this announcement. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I keep getting blasted for saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it because it's my channel where I go to be honest and share my honest opinions. I think the brother did it, especially because the way that he threw in his own, well, I'm saying he threw in his own name like it's even confirmed he did it, right? Especially because of the way he was mentioned, just out of the blue, right? About, what was that line about? Yeah, and has left us all. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth to our grief. It was so random. Why would you mention that on a page about Lil Tay? You know, that's a completely different, like, it was so random and weird. I said that in my initial video. So to me, the fact that this man, who nobody was thinking about, sorry, not sorry, was brought up out of the blue. And again, this is the mastermind behind the Lil Tay persona, right? The master exploiter of Lil Tay. It just all feels like it's him behind this stuff. I feel like he was upset that her dad has custody of her up in Vancouver. He's not able to make money off her. He's not able to get attention off her. He has been trying to be a rapper on his own. That didn't work out. He's been missing the internet clout, I believe. And I think that that's why this was published, right? And like TMZ said, why did Tay's family not step forward 24 hours earlier? Why? They knew this happened. Her dad, when they asked him, hey, is your daughter, like, is it true? Did she pass away? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything. How weird is that? This is your child. And you, like, what? Like, it's so weird. Like, you know, your family and friends, her family and friends are aware of social media, are aware of TMZ. And instead of just putting these rumors and stories to bed, you want to keep perpetuating them by saying you can't confirm or deny. Very weird. Very, very weird. And then again, the police departments in both LA, where she had been living for a period of time, and BC, where she's actually from, they're like, we have no records of this. In the statement, they said that both of these passings were being investigated. Meanwhile, the cops are like, Harpo, who this? We don't know these people. There's been no record of them passing away. There is no investigation. Honestly, I would love to see, you know what I actually want to see? I want to see Meta come forward. Meta, is it true that you received a report of hacking into this account? Is it true, or are they making that up too? Like, do they get the attention that they needed and they decided to just, clear the air at this point and then blame it on being hacked? How many times has quote unquote celebrities, right, done stupid things on the internet and then they blame it on being hacked? Please, right? Remember, there's this one celebrity who, I guess he thought he was on his alternate Twitter account, but on his real Twitter account, he was like liking all of these like porno tweets, these nude tweets and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm hacked. You really want me to believe that someone hacked you just to go ahead and like some nude videos and photos? No, right? Just like in this story, why would someone hack Lil Tay's account just to claim that this child? I don't believe, honestly, there are people out there, okay? I can't say it 100%, but I just don't believe that a person was even thinking about her all these years later. It's been years she's been on the internet. I forgot she existed. I feel like a lot of people forgot. I don't think that a person would just wake up one day and say, hey, why don't I hack Lil Tay's account and claim that she has passed away? And why don't I throw in her brother, who nobody thinks about and nobody really even knows his name, right? I had to go Google to find out this guy's name. I'm sorry. Once again, I have to say it. Go ahead and drag me. I think it was the brother. And like I said earlier, please, Meta, come forward and set the record straight. Was that account actually hacked? Was it actually compromised? I just do not believe it. I did think it was very interesting when Lil Tay's ex-manager said, hey, why don't you take a look at that statement? Isn't it strange to you that no one signed off on it? It wasn't signed off, with the Hope or Tiang or whatever family or anything like that. It's just like a random statement up there. And it leaves a lot of questions. It forces you to ask a lot of questions because it just does not make any sense. And then it goes away. And I think it's true. One thing that was kind of bizarre about the ex-manager, I forgot to mention it in my initial video from earlier today, but he was like, I went to my psychic and my psychic told me that her spirit is still up there. I don't see a blockage. I don't see a crossing over or anything like that. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that psychic is on point. Listen, I'm going to stand by this. Lil Tay is a minor. She's a child. She has nothing to do with any of this. Okay. So I do not blame her for any of this. And I will say and repeat that I am happy that this was just a hoax. I am happy that this 14, 15-year-old girl gets to continue living because 14, 15 is way, 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 way too young to die. Okay. So thank God for that. Let's please focus on that. I hope people don't start harassing her and insulting her for all of this. I hope that at the very least, I know she's very hurt by all that's been going on because, to be honest with you guys, I think that this was done without her consent. So I hope that at the very least, she's aware of how loved she is. So many of us were heartbroken for her when we heard the news. We could not believe it, right? We didn't want to believe it. It wasn't fair. And so many of her friends in the industry had so many beautiful tributes coming in for her. So I really hope that I really truly hope that she understands that and she's happy to know that she's so loved. But again, I worry that the brother is using this as kind of like a way to kind of launch her back into the public sphere. Keep an eye out. If we start seeing more Lil Tay around on the internet and whatnot, you know what that means. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this all turning out to be a hoax. I feel like, yeah. Enough about my opinions. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.